Alright, so it's been a bit since I've done one of these videos, but I think I should do one because of the recent things that have been going on with Dead by Daylight. Chapter 19, we got some teasers for it, even though literally last patch was yesterday. So the first teaser that we got that people thought was a teaser was this image of the computer monitors and Fang standing next to them. People were speculating this was a hint at Five Nights at Freddy's because cameras. And that was it. Kinda dumb if you ask me, but, you know, can't judge. So, when this happened, I was like, you know, I looked at it, and when I first saw it, I didn't think it was a teaser. I just thought it was the Twitter account being a little cheeky, like they always do. So, I didn't think much of it. And when people started speculating it was FNAF, I basically said I don't think it's going to be licensed, because most likely the anniversary chapter will also be licensed. And I think it'll be Resident Evil, but that's a topic for another video. So I didn't think we were going to have a licensed chapter right beforehand, because that just seems like too much work for Behavior to handle with their quote-unquote big anniversary event they're going to be doing. Still believe it will be a original chapter. And even though I would personally like a FNAF chapter, even though it would be controversial, I don't think we're going to be getting it for quite some time. Next thing that we got was this glitching logo. I looked at it, also didn't think much of it because there's nothing that's 100% linked to the glitching logo. Most people thought it was still gonna be FNAF because, you know, they have all of the camera effects and the glitching and stuff. But again, I didn't think it was gonna be licensed, so... And then the other reason why I also thought it was gonna be licensed when this thing came out is because Behavior likes to hype up their licensed chapters. Like, you know, Ghostface, they just went and revealed him. Silent Hill, they went and revealed him. Demogorgon, went and revealed them all on one short little stream. So then, the big leak came. Well, not really a leak, it was just a thing Behavior's Twitter account did. They changed their Twitter to this. We got the Magnum opis as its, name. We have this weird logo of this person in the darkness and stuff, and the banner says Mighty One Entertainment. I looked it up, I don't think it's real, and because I looked it up on Google and I didn't find anything, then that means that it's 100% true. It can't be real, there's no way it's real, and you'll believe me because the internet is always right. So after that, the good old people at Leaks by Daylight data mined the prices of the killer and the survivor for Chapter 19, and as I suspected, they can be bought with shards, so it's 100% confirmed. I mean, if you want to call leaks confirmed, I mean, they can still be changed, and none of it's set in stone, as always, but we can, like, 99% be sure that it is gonna be an original chapter. So, and after changing their whole logo and name and banner and stuff, they tweeted out this image of a coffee cup. And of course, people went and did all the neat little things to figure out if something was in it, and you didn't really have to look too hard because, as you can see right here, we got some skyscrapers reflecting in the cup. So that to me makes me think that the killer or survivor is gonna be in the modern era. Like, even more modern than our original characters, like Dwight and Meg and Claudette and stuff. This is like a killer or survivor coming from, like, now. Now, I could just leave the video off here and that would be perfectly fine. However, another thing DbDleaks dug up was this. This is a forum post from back in October of 2019, meaning over a year ago, with a chapter concept named Magnum Opus. Everyone's like, oh my goodness, they predicted the future, they're just ripping this person off. I don't think they are. I looked through it, and nothing of the killer and survivor descriptions that they put in the forum post really match up to this whole, like, glitching and, like, modern era kind of vibe that behavior is giving off. I think this is just a coincidence. Maybe they took the name because they thought it was neat, but I don't think this is them just ripping off an idea. I think this is just, you know, some parallel thinking, if you want to call it that. So, something that did kind of tick people off, and it kind of got myself thinking that it might have been them ripping off the idea, or at least taking some ideas from it, was that the killer was specifically stated to be a woman, and her name would revolve around darkness. Now, the profile picture is a woman surrounded in darkness. That's really the only kind of matchups that we have there. So, I mean, again, I think it's probably just a coincidence, but, you know, it could be argued that they took some inspiration from this fan-made thing. So, and I'll also leave a link to it in the description, as well as links to DbDleaks and leaksbydaylight for their work that they did. Because without them, we would have no clue that this was an original chapter, and all that kind of stuff. So, if you'd like to know, what do I think that the killer is going to be capable of? What's their power? What are they going to do? What's their name? No clue. I stopped trying to predict the killers when the twins got teased, because as you can see from here, we have a hand in the teaser for the twins that is way too long to be victors and way too sharp to be victors, so they kind of just misled everyone about that one. So trying to predict the things from their teasers is nearly impossible. If you go through each and every one of their teasers, it's really, really hard to predict the killer from what they tease. And the reason why I don't speculate on powers is Legion's teaser. We got Legion standing in front of his mirror with all 4 of his compatriots behind him. When we saw that, we were all like, whoa, what could this be? And we had loads of speculations about, you know, a multiple personality killer being able to swap between 4 different powers, being able to, you know, do all these things. And then, well, we know how that all turned out.
28 stab wounds.
But if you guys have any theories of the power and the killer and all that stuff, you can comment them down below and I'll take a look at them. Maybe we can figure out what they're able to do, but, you know, for me, I kinda don't care what the killer does as long as they're fun to play. Because back when Blight came out, everyone thought he was gonna be an alchemist using chemicals and potions and all that kind of stuff. And he turned out to be a pinball. But for me, I think he's really fun to play. So I'm perfectly fine with them being something unexpected as long as they're fun to play. The issue right after Blight was twins, which looked interesting, being able to control 2 characters, and then, you know, they just turned out to be the best face camper and the best slugger in the entire game, so not really the most fun thing to play, you know, playing as the killer or against them. So, as long as they're fun, I really don't care what the power is. So, that's all I have for the video today. I can assume that the PTB will be Tuesday, and see what behavior's been doing. Aside from all the bugs that will inevitably be in the PTB and then come to live, because they always do. But we'll see. I can't really say I have high hopes, but I am just begging at this point to have some kind of fun with DbD, because, man, this, like, past 3 months has been really rough for the game, and they really need a win right now. So, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about, so I will see you all next time.